Claudine Reid here, so glad that you could join me. So I want to share a little bit with you about the power of focused thinking. The power of focused thinking. Here's what I've learned. Over the last 25 years of running a multi-award winning social enterprise, I realized that every time I need to get a bit more clarity, to get a bit more focus in my business, there's a few key things that I need to do. And this has become paramount because we've had to navigate recessions. We've had to navigate upturns in business and we've had to navigate downturns in business. And here's what I've learned. Every time I need to get a bit more clarity, I narrow down the distractions. One of the ways how I narrow down the distractions is by getting clearer on what I want that end goal to look like. It's not always an easy thing to do. Let me be very clear about that. And sometimes it's not a quick fix, right? Sometimes we want the microwave thing, quick, ping, 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 but it doesn't always work like that. And what I've learned is that sometimes we've got to trust the process. Trust the process of what bringing clarity to your thoughts will give to you. Bringing clarity to your thoughts allows you to set key priorities. What are your top 5 priorities right now in this circumstance or in this situation that we're having to experience? We've never been in a situation like this before. And what I've learned is if I'm able to get even more focus, then I release a different type of potential. If I'm able to get more focused, then the power of my thinking and the power of what I've already thought will allow me to increase my capacity for more. Your thinking, your focused thinking will allow you to increase your capacity for more. When you intentionally increase your capacity for more, something supernatural, something incredible begins to happen with your energy, with your vibe, with the connections that you make with your team, in your business, in your family. So really what I want you to do over the next couple of days is get clear. Get clear on your goals, get clear on your priorities for your business, for your finance, for your family, for your faith, for your fitness. You've got the time, right? Because everybody is at home. So here's a couple of things I want you to do. I want you to give your ideas time to develop. When you give your ideas time to develop, it's a little bit like putting it on the slow burner, right? You're going to put it on the slow burner because you want it to be cooked thoroughly. If you think about it, you're cooking a pot roast, or you're putting something in the oven, or you're baking a cake, you put it on a low fire because you want it to be cooked thoroughly. Practice doing the same with some of your most valuable ideas. Practice giving your ideas time to marinate. Practice going back to your ideas every day for 7 days and see what you are able, or see how you are able to develop those ideas. When I was thinking about launching my first international program, it took me a while. It took me some time to get clarity. I put it down in my notepad and my books, and I'd go back and revisit those ideas every single day for 7 days until at the end of the 7th day, sometimes it took 14 days. But at the end of that period, I was happier with the end result on the 14th day than I was with the original idea. So get clarity on your thoughts. You will find it so important. So here's what I've also learned. When you release the potential of focused thinking, you will get clarity on your strengths. You'll get clarity on what you are good at. You will get clarity on what you bring to the table. And when you're clear on your strengths, I believe those are the things that we should be focusing on, right? That famous saying that says where focus goes, energy flows. You want your focus, you want your vibe, you want everything that is within you to begin to focus your strength into the area of your priority. Because you want to focus where you get the fruit, right? You want to focus on the result. You want to focus on putting your energy where you are more likely to get the best result. Put your energy where you are more likely to get the best results. Here's what I've also learned. When you focus on your gift, when you focus on the thing that you are good at, when you focus on the direction of travel, when you focus on releasing the power of focused thinking, you get clarity on your gifts. Now, I know there might be some of you who might be thinking, yeah, Claudine, I'm not clear on what I'm good at. I'm not clear on what my strengths are. There are a couple of psychometric tools that we have that we can use to help you to get clear on what your gifts are. Some of you may have heard of the DISC profile. Some of you may have heard of the Myers-Briggs profile. There are others, but in its purest, simplest form, what you could do is ask your friends, ask your colleagues, ask your family at home, what am I good at? What am I best at? When I'm doing X, what lights up my face? What lights up my eyes? What puts the fire under my tail? What gives me the wind beneath my wings? Think about those things and take the feedback and begin to process it, because that contributes to you being able to focus your thinking. Write that down. Focus your thinking. Remove the distractions. When you remove the distractions, it kind of looks a little bit like this. It looks like a vision board. It looks like your ability to focus on something that you are so passionate, so clear about, that there is nothing else that's going to sidetrack you. Okay, you might need to reframe the timelines, especially now, right? We're living in unprecedented times. We're living in times of uncertainty and ambiguity. And for the most part, if you're anything like me, you love to operate in a certain environment. And now we've had to be flexible, we've had to be adaptable, and we've got to change the way how we operate. So I'd encourage you to remove the distractions, remove everything that is pulling away from your focus, so that you can still achieve the goals that you set out to achieve 4 months ago, at the end of 2019. Focus yourself so that by the time we get to the end of the year, okay, we may have needed to shift the timelines because we are operating in unprecedented times and things have happened that are way out of our control. Shift the timelines, remove the distractions, but don't lose your focus. Let me say that again. Shift the timelines, remove the distractions, but don't lose your focus. There's something that I wrote down that I really wanted to read to you. It says, the immature mind hops from idea to idea to idea, but the mature mind has the ability to see things through. So think about this for yourself, for your own circumstance and the place where you see yourself. There is so much power in releasing the potential of focused thinking. I know this to be true. It's how we've built our business over the last 25 years because we focused on one thing at a time. We got good at it, then we put a system around it, we brought in the best people that our resource could afford, and then we started something else. We thought about it, we systemized it, we put the best team around it that our resource could afford, and then we focused on something else. We got a fabulous new idea. We thought about it some more. We put a fabulous team around it. We put the best amount of resource that we could afford around the idea, and we went again. And that's how we've been able to continuously build business after business after business. It's how we've been able to continuously build idea after idea after idea. And what I've realized is when I focus on the building of those ideas, it kind of takes me from being the central idea or the central theme, because then I'm able to harness the creativity of those other people who are coming on board. I'm able to harness and actually use the creativity of those people who are coming on board with their ideas and their innovations. But I'm going to save that for the next thinking strategy. But for now, I hope this has been helpful, and I'll see you soon.